run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. Keep this thing from getting ugly.
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Durham. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's Dampier. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Georgia State Panthers offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with... He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, what a cut! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got... I got him. No, well, that was good.
This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's open on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a first down. Walker to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Going right to work up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer.
Lots of running room. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 28. Let's go! The RPO, it's complete. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Myers. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll give it to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Makes the grab. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for the score! And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdowns.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Walker will fire. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Creates a little room. There he goes. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Going up top again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and 1.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game. Running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge. to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to run, it's Berry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good.
Headed to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone.